The following question reads that diagram shows a chromatogram of 4 substances. Which substance has an RF value of approximately 0.32? So let's have a look at the diagram, and we need to know the RF value of the substance is 0.32 that's given. The first thing we need to know is what is meant by the term RF value. RF value is the distance traveled by the dye divided by the distance traveled by the solvent. Now the distance traveled by the solvent is everything would be measured from the starting line or baseline. So this over here would be the distance traveled by the solvent. It travels from the starting line, it travels all the way up to the solvent front. So this is the solvent moving, and as the solvent dissolves the dye would travel with it. So these dye particles are also traveling with it. So the distance traveled by the solvent is going to be 19 centimeters. So let's so this is given as 19 centimeter, and I have different dyes. Now if you look at dye 1, this first one, let's say it's option A, the distance traveled by the dye is approximately 6 centimeters, which is given over here. So it's 6 centimeters, so the distance traveled by the dye is going to be 6 centimeters. So my RF value for option A, remember I'm calculating RF value for option A, it's going to be 6 divided by 19. And if you do this calculation on your calculator, this would approximately be equal to 0.32. So option A is your correct option, because the distance traveled by the dye is 6 centimeters and the distance traveled by the solvent is 19 centimeters. Dividing 6 by 19 gives you 0.32. So option A is going to be your correct option. We were supposed to identify the dye that had an RF value of 0.32.